Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. A little behind in the game, but we did have another trailer drop for a specific movie that might be featuring four people on my T-shirt. I didn't think we were going to get any more trailers, and typically I don't watch any more trailers, but considering the ones that we've gotten haven't really revealed too much, I'm kind of interested at what could be in a final trailer besides maybe seeing Ralph Ineson's face. What am I talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair? Take a seat. We are getting ready to take a look at the final trailer for the Fantastic Four First Steps. And as I mentioned, I think Marvel, for once, I feel like in recent history, they reveal a lot that's going on in their movies. And I feel like Fantastic Four has not done that. I feel like it's revealed rather a small amount of what's going on in the movie. You know, enough for us to kind of get a baseline that, like, you're seeing Reed work on interdimensional travel. We've seen bits and pieces of Galactus. We've seen clearly the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, is showing us that there is a large period of time that is passing in this movie, because there have been shots where she does not appear to be pregnant at all, like when she announces it. But then there are other shots where it looks like she might be a little pregnant. So I'm really curious as to see how much time is passing here. But mostly you're seeing that the Fantastic Four are an established group, and there is a threat with Galactus that's coming that they don't know how to handle. And that's, like, for me, the perfect amount going into this movie. However, if you're going to give me one more trailer and I don't feel like I've seen too much, I can't help myself. I need to take a look at this one. I am certainly very excited for this movie, and I'm really, really curious to see how it does. Seeing Thunderbolt struggle after really good reviews, both critic and audience, and I think it only, like, didn't even get to 400 million. Like, a really solid movie, well worth rewatches, brings, real story elements, and that flopped. Now, Fantastic Four obviously is different than the Thunderbolts because they're very, very well established characters, and characters that I think some comic book fans have waited to see done like 100% correctly. So I don't know. I'll be really interested to see how the movie does, but I think people like myself should be pretty psyched, and it's more so like the younger audience to see how the '60s element might throw people off. For me, I think it's pretty dope, but like if someone that was younger was like, "This movie looks weird," I can't tell them or be shocked that that's something that they might say. So I'll be really interested to see how the movie does in general. But to this point, I think it's looking really dope. I am very excited to see Galactus done correctly. And yeah, I'm just psyched for this movie. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get the trailer up for you. I got it in front of me. And let's take a look at what we are getting with the final trailer for the Fantastic Four First Steps.
Famous around the world, please welcome
the Fantastic Four. Oh, snap. They got an alert during their thing. A little bit more stretchy for Mr. Fantastic. Like seeing more of Sue's powers. Dan, don't burn.
Hey, what time is it? Say the date.
That's not really something I say.
It's
clobbering time.
That's just in the cartoon.
I love that. Oh, the score also. Oh,
Never late for Sunday dinner. Let's see.
Hey, what time is it?
It's dinner time. Get inside.
Dinner time. Oh man, no. So see, there we can see that Sue is for sure pregnant.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end.
I herald your beginning, I herald your end.
I herald.
Oh, the shoe leaves the floor. I love that. Oh!
Galactus.
Are we gonna see him? Come on! Show me that innocent face!
Get us out of here, man! Hold on!
25th.
Are we safe?
I don't know.
Oh! What? Oh, we got a little Franklin
We are going to
Richards.
find a solution. We are going to make it right.
You don't want to just crush him?
I like that.
Fantastic car.
Face the danger.
Yes. Let's
We
go.
will protect you.
There you go. Oh my, it's gonna be tough though.
Family.
It's gonna be
It's about
tough.
connecting to something bigger than yourself.
Yes. The family
We'll
elements
face it
are. Look
together.
at those.
As a family.
his strength
What time
is
it,
each
Ben?
other.
No. What time is it, Ben? No, Johnny.
Is that thing with a beard?
Say it!
I can't wait to see him say Clobber in time, though. Ben with the beard, that's interesting. Oh man, the score, that Fantastic Four, gets me every time. Like my whole body is goosebumps right now. That the score is kicking in these trailers. I so can't wait for this movie. That was dope. We didn't get too much. I think the biggest thing that we got, besides seeing that little Franklin Richards is going to be in the movie, and look at look at Sue's face here. Like I genuinely think we are going to see Galactus devour their world, which is going to make it highly emotional. Even though we know that they're going to jump into our dimension, right? So like, while we know that this group will be safe, I think the stakes might be the highest we've ever seen them in the MCU in this movie because we are going to see, I think, the entire world be eaten by Galactus. But that certainly will make things very emotional for our group, right? The idea of having to give up everything and leave to go somewhere else. That's definitely one of the things that I'm most looking forward to the movie, like as far as like the dramatic elements dealing with. Like you're seeing Reed, and don't worry, I'm gonna go back to the thing because we got some stuff. But like you're seeing Reed continue to work on equations and things that are gonna be interdimensional travel. You see throughout the whole trailer, honestly, it's like every time we see Pedro, he is just like, just the looks on his face every time you see it. It's like, what are we're dealing with something we've never dealt with before. You know, Reed is one of the smartest humans on the entire planet. And the idea of him not being able to figure out how to save the world, let alone just save people, you can see it, you know, the whole trailer, it's weighing on him, right? Like, granted, these are all at different times, but I think just in general, when you're seeing Pedro, like, we're gonna protect you, but also at the same time, I don't know if we can. Like, that is a really tough conflict for him to have to deal with, as well as starting to grow an actual family with Sue. So I think those story elements should make things, oh man, Vanessa Kirby looks so good. Should make things though really, really, like, a lot is on the line for this group, and it's so interesting. Again, like just looking at this image, like you can see Sue clearly not pregnant here, and this I think is probably after she's already had Franklin. But again, how much time is passing is something I'm really interested in. But I think from the dramatical elements, like the family beats continue to be very present in these trailers. I really think you got more of the family vibe in this one. And like I said, just what's on the line. I think there's going to be really good stuff for this whole group, but specifically Reed and Sue. Which isn't shocking, and they've also gotten the most play in the trailers so far. Like, we've really seen very, very little of Johnny, and I'm really interested to see how they portray him and how that character builds, because I think most of the work in the trailers has really been centered toward the other two. And then obviously you got Ben in here, and when you're talking about time, Ben Grimm having a stone beard is very, very interesting. Jonathan Hickman, I believe, was writing the Fantastic Four around then. But one of the things that he incorporated in his Fantastic Four run, which came right after I was out of college, was that in the future, Sue and Reed's daughter, Valeria, develops a formula that allows Ben to be a human one day out of every year. And if he is not human, Ben doesn't age. So he lives for like a crazy long time. But over the course of hundreds of years, he is able to grow a stone beard. So the stone beard being present here is fascinating to me. I mean, could that mean, you know, something to do with like interdimensional travel? Could it be time travel, right? Like the things that we've seen on the board with Reed, we tend to assume it's going to be interdimensional because they're going to come to our universe, or multiversal travel, right? But maybe it's time travel. Is there a way for that? Because like, in order for Ben to have the beard, a long period of time would have to pass. So it's fascinating. Like, is this just a nod to Hickman's work, or is this somehow like trying to adapt that piece of stuff that he did with the Fantastic Four to tell us something that's going on as far as like how much time is passing, if Ben has the ability to become a human with this group, right? Like it's one of those, we don't have to follow all the rules that Hickman set up with what was going on with the thing, but what elements from that story are finding their way in here? Uh, I think it's something that's really, really interesting, let alone a phenomenal visual. I mean, the idea of Thing with a beard, it looks great in the comics. It looks great here, and certainly can play into, I think, some of the humor. And the one thing that we do get in this trailer that we've gotten also in the other trailers, the connection between him and Johnny and how strong that is, right? It's interesting because Ben is technically Reed's best friend, but in amongst the group, Ben and Johnny end up together quite frequently. So seeing that their bond is very present in these trailers is exciting because I'm really pumped to see Joseph Quinn and Evan Moss Backrack play off of each other. So I like that stuff, and the whole like not letting him say clobbering time, like that's in the cartoons, beautiful. One of the other things I've always dug about the Fantastic Four is like they use the Fantastic Four, and it happens with other comic book characters too. But I feel like growing up, I felt it the most. Where like the cartoons or the comics you read get referenced inside the world of the Fantastic Four because of how famous they are. So I love seeing that like they're playing with, no, that's just the TV show. Like the cartoon does it's clobbering time. That's not a thing because that's always been baked into the comics and their stories. So like that stuff's great. But like Ben having a beard, that is just is wild. It's so wild, but I can't wait. Like again, more of the it seems like everything that we get with Johnny is in and around like humor and action. But I do love seeing him like, he is, while Johnny can be the heart of the group a lot of times, he is, the one that will go out and do a copper tone ad campaign like that, Tan Don't Burn. He'll be the one to be a little bit more flamboyant and boisterous when he's doing things like taking off and doing the or like love that. And again, it's one of the other things too that I like with a bunch of these superhero movies that we have coming out, where it's characters we've met before, but it's the new iterations, and they're just diving into the world already. So I love all of that stuff. Obviously, we don't see all of Galactus here, but we do get to see more of him, and I genuinely think that this battle with the big guy is going to be super intense, man. But again, like the scoring is fantastic, and like I said, I love that you are just constantly seeing the team react to the things that are happening, and clearly already being a team, the stuff they're seeing is stuff they've never seen before, and their facial expressions in all these trailers, I think, has been really, really good. I do love that the watches go off anytime that there's an urgent problem, and like, man, that's a big one. That's a big, but that's the thing that I think is most interesting. It's like how much time from Silver Surfer showing up, being like, "Hey, Galactus is coming, and he's going to destroy your planet," to when Galactus actually shows up, because we see Sue is pregnant here, and then obviously not pregnant when we're in that third act finale, and we've seen images of Franklin, which I hate that toys spoil these types of things, but the trailer obviously told us that she was going to be having Franklin. I had no idea that Franklin would be in the movie until I saw the pops. The pops dropped, and I was like, ooh, because I love getting me a pop, especially around ones that I really enjoy. So like Fantastic Four was top of my list, and then the Sue character pop has a little Franklin. So kind of had a feeling that he was coming. Not shocked that they put him in this trailer, considering things like that are out in the world, but feels like this movie's going to cover a wide span. And like I said, if you're playing with the beard stuff, how wide of a span are we talking with this Fantastic Four group? And are they all the same character throughout the whole movie, right? Like, while, it's they're all the same people, like, is there any possibility of us seeing multiple versions of the Fantastic Four? I would say not very likely, but there's a lot of time passing in this movie, and considering most of the movies are only a couple days or so, that's another part that I think is rather interesting. I think all the visuals around Silver Surfer, like just coming down to the world and what's going on, like I love that. Like she shows up, boom, on the news already. Like fantastic stuff. I love that the shoe leaves the four print. And considering the last trailer, we finally saw the bottoms of the shoes with Mr. Fantastic. You can see the four on there, so like love that, and leaving behind a symbol. Like, is this something that Galactus comes across? That would be really, really interesting. But here, like this like seeing things locked in. I wonder if that has anything to do with him, resizing himself.
Get us out of here, Ben! Hold
Oh man. But yeah, I just tend to think that this genuinely is continuing to look really, really good, and we just keep getting small bits, that could be popping up in here. And the Fantastic car
Four of
looks
us will face the
fantastic. Get to
danger.
really see it start.
We will
We don't see the
protect you.
takeoff, so like maybe that's something cool. This is dope too. Like it's the way he's kicking around. Like, you ever think about what it would be like to be an insect, like when we're around? Like, I feel like that's like what we're seeing gliders do with cars and buildings. That must what it must. That must be what it feels like for like insects and stuff. Um, I'm really excited for this stuff though. Like getting to see the two of them be parents. Sue really getting to lean into the mother stuff, and we continually hear her talking about being a mom and being a family. So like, I love all that stuff being in here too. Yeah, I genuinely don't look at that, man. Like these will obviously, I'm sure, be things that are there in preparation of Galactus coming. But like, you got Paris and another one way over there. I don't know. I don't know geography, so I don't know what that one could be from. But I would imagine that they're going to be at like central locations all over the planet. And yeah, I mean, their greatest strength is each other. The one thing that I think is consistent across all of the trailers has been the idea of family and the idea of the four working together. And the other thing too was, I think it's
on!
this
No, Johnny!
shot.
Say it!
I don't wanna!
Say it!
Look at how powerful suit. Like that's one of the. I feel like in the other iterations of live action Fantastic Four, we've never really gotten the full scope of how powerful Sue is. And like you see the three guys up in front. Look at what she is doing in the back. That's a big blast. But what a beautiful shot, like leading in. I'll get to see more stretchy things for Reed. I think everything about this, especially the score, is just checking all the boxes for me. So we still haven't seen Ralph Innocent's face as Galactus outside of like toys and concept art, but we did get the Thing with a beard, and that is fascinating. I am so interested to see what that means. But I'm gonna shut up, man. These Fantastic Four trailers, they get me going down rabbit holes where I cannot stop talking and just looking at everything that's going on. I can't wait. We are so close to the biggest month of the year with Jurassic World next week, Superman after that, and then 2 weeks, I think a week or two in between, and then we get Fantastic Four. So we are about to be on a very good run for the old C-Man. The question is, how excited are you? First, for the Fantastic Four, and what'd you think of this new trailer? What do you think's going on with Bearded Ben? Like, how are they playing with Hickman's material, do you think? What could this mean? Is this multiple versions? Is this just long periods of time that are passing? Have they adapted that element in a different way to be able to give Ben a beard? Maybe he is able to be a person every couple of days, and that could get you right into really diving more into his story. So really interested to see what's going on there and want to know what you're thinking. And in general, how excited are you for July with Jurassic World, Superman, and Fantastic Four? It's been a very long time since, well, I guess only a couple years since Oppenheimer, but like since we've had three blockbuster movies in 1 month that could all theoretically make $1 billion, it's been a hot minute, and I would certainly like to see all three of these movies just eat together. You know what I mean? I'd love to see them all be big hits, and they're three movies that I'm very excited for. So I want to know what you're thinking about there. You're going to see all of them in the theaters. What are you excited for? What's not working? What are you concerned about? Good, bad, indifferent on the final trailer for the Fantastic Four First Steps. Put it down below in the comments section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with C-Man anytime. We're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions. You want to be here when we get to July, which is right around the darn corner. You want to see my thoughts on the Fantastic Four First Steps or anything else that's coming out in July or this summer. You just dig the vibe. You want to show a little love and support. Come join C-Maniac Nation. Super easy. Jump over there. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time for the C-Man's Cinema. Sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off.
C-Maniac Nation, you look nervous. Is it the scars? Would you like to know where I got them? No? Well, then maybe you'd like to see another video with the C-Man. How about up here or over here? And if you really dig the C-Man, well, then show him a little love right over there.